What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Magic Online. That's right, some more of this vintage cube as we anxiously await Duskmorn to hit us. As of this recording, it's only going to be a few more days until the early access event. So, starting in, I guess, a day or two, we should have some Bloomborough arena content from the early access, and then about a week from when this video drops will be the full release. So, anyways, Vintage Cube, let's see what we got for our pick one, pack one. No power, sadly. A couple of good standout cards, though. I think the top amongst them are Grizzlebrand and the One Ring. I kind of want to go into this just forcing an artifact deck. I know it's not necessarily a great idea to do this, but I mean, the One Ring is good enough anyways. It's probably the best pick one, pack one here, I think, as it keeps you colorless, and of course, it's just an incredible card. But I kind of want to see if I can force artifacts, get like Tolarian Academy, and do some fun stuff with that. But I guess that all depends on what we get past. All right, well, got another pretty good one here in the form of Orcish Bowmasters. Turns out these Lord of the Rings cards are quite good. Balance, Scalding Tarn, Retrofitter Foundry. I think my second pick after the Bowmasters would be Balance if we were planning on forcing the artifacts, but Bowmasters is just a little bit too good. One of those creatures that I don't think you're supposed to particularly pass. Now where do we go from here? We've got... what's the best stuff here? Librarian's great. Not Librarian. Library, rather, is great. Iteration's great. Pierce's Deece. Petal can lead to some fun explosive starts, but wouldn't necessarily call it like a really, really good card. Zerda can actually be really, really good. It isn't too hard, surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly, to companion this and only take permanents that have activated abilities. It does require a little bit of work, and obviously I wouldn't be able to play like Bowmasters, for example, but you can do some funny things with Zerda and say like even just Basalt Monolith that's infinite colorless mana. Kind of just like taking the Petal here. Free mana is free mana, and nothing else really appeals to me anyways. Let's do that. Preordain, Ewit, Staff is really cool. Jite is fine. Fencer's good. There's some Reanimate. Kind of like taking the Preordain here. Obviously, Jite is an artifact, but it isn't really the artifact I'm looking to take. Yeah, I'm going to take the Preordain. Memory Lapse, Baleful Strix. Some okay lands, though nothing too amazing. I kind of like taking the Strix here after what we've already taken, even though Memory Lapse is pretty good too. All right, this is a good artifact start. It's also a decent start to maybe just like a Reanimate style deck or something. I'm going to take the Spell Bomb here. Is it really, really good? No. But like I said, I kind of want to lean towards artifacts, and it's totally playable. Mystic Confluence. All right. We have a couple of combo pieces for like the Nadu deck as well, the Lava Spur Boots and the Springheart Nantuko. But I forced enough Nadu during the Arena Cube that I think I'll just stick to where we're at right now. What is this? Maybe Thundering Falls, possibly a play for us. Yeah, I don't think we want Stitcher Supplier or anything. Sure, that's fine. Okay. Also looking like we have a good start to like a blue-black control-y deck of some variety. I don't know. It feels like they've nerfed a lot of the old archetypes that I really enjoyed drafting. A lot more creature-based strategies, I feel like, in this cube. Some of the newer cards from like Commander and all those other things really really want you to be playing like more aggression. So control decks are a little bit harder to make work, I think. All right, Fallen Shinobi to go along with Strix and Bowmasters is pretty good, especially with the Strix. 4 to ninjutsu, right? Yeah, it's a good one. You live by the fallen shinobi, you die by the fallen shinobi. Sometimes you just connect with it and you hit crazy, crazy stuff off the top of your opponent's deck, right? And you just win the game. Other times you hit like 2 land and you're like, what the hell just happened? Image is already decent with Bowmasters and Strix, and the nice thing is you can always just clone your opponent's stuff. Spell Pierce coming back was actually really nice. Good. Cheap interaction like this with just some really annoying creatures can often win games, you know? Yeah, it doesn't look like the artifact theme is coming together. Even if I was like quote unquote hard forcing it, there wasn't much to take for artifacts, feels like. But who knows? Still just pack one. Yeah, Concealing Curtains is another one of those super annoying creatures. I don't particularly care for it, but I think it probably plays out a lot better than I give it credit for. Yeah, same thing with like Evolved Sleeper. I don't really want to be doing these things. Sleeper, Curtains, yeah, Duelist of the Mind. Totally reasonable creatures. And probably would be good if we just, again, pick up a bunch of cheap interaction and whatnot, but I don't really want to be drafting a creature deck, you know? So the biggest loss was like memory lapse, I guess. Okay, pack 2. There's Channel Ulamog here. There's Thespian Stage for the person that got the Dark Depths. Time Spiral, Lorien Revealed, Reanimate, Urborg. Solid enough pack. Ancient Tomb, I guess, could be good as well. I really want to take the Spiral. I'm such a sucker for draw 7s, but this is just not a good draw 7 start. The only card we really have that wants to play with Time Spiral is like Bowmaster. I want to draft combo every time. I don't want to draft these stupid creature decks that have cheap interaction. Not in Vintage Cube, anyways. I'm gonna take it. It's the beginning of pack 2. I have one card that it works with. We have time to make this something fantastic. There's another solid enough pack. Let's see. Spellseeker only grabs Pierce and Preordain right now. Probably not worth that. Upheaval could be good, though I would not call it particularly good currently. Tameo, love artifacts. I'm probably supposed to take Tameo, but I feel like Upheaval has the most potential. Let's do it. Ooh, a Tinker. Okay, that's a card that also has a ton of potential. We lose out on a Rafine's Tower here. Tidebinder is good. Narset's alright. Yeah, again, too much upside and potential there. There's another good pack. Catacombs, Identity, Relic, Ponder, Chromatic Star. Excuse me. Talisman for the Tinker. We have a few cheap artifacts already. I mean, after taking the Upheaval and the Tinker, I kind of want to take the Coalition Relic. I think I'm going to do that. Nice little Underground Sea there. No chance I'm passing that one, even for Treachery. Okay, this is turning into somewhat of a thing. Got some more combo things happening here with the start of pack 2. Anyways. Two, three, four, five artifacts. I mean, Even just tinkering for the One Ring is not crazy bad, right? Assuming we don't get something like Citadel or whatever. Oh, grief. I just hate that card. I honestly would rather take Talisman of Creativity here than Grief. Grief is certainly a better choice, but I'm going to take the Talisman. It's an artifact for Tinker, and it also is a way to make the upheaval a little bit better. Ooh, same thing with the Grim Monolith. Losing out on Undercity Sewers. Cut down. Okay. Good. This is what I wanted. The artifacts are coming together. Tar Pit, Miscalc, Him, Bitter. Very good pack. Tar Pit is safest. But the interaction of Miscalc or Him are pretty tempting. I'm not really considering Batterskull at all. God, I want to take the cheap counter here. So notably, I've passed Undercity Sewer and Tar Pit. Oh, and Rafine's Tower. I've passed a few blue-black duels. Channel coming back around. This doesn't look like an Urborg deck to me. I guess there's not another card I would rather play there. Okay, Lantern's fine. Cheap Artifact. Tidebinder and Jar are both good. Tidebinder is better, but Jar is cooler, and it's an artifact. Like, I could take the Kappa Cannoneer. That's not a bad win con with this many artifacts, even though I want to take one of the Talisman or Star cards. Yeah, alright. I'll take the win con. I'll be smart this time. Treachery Wheeling. Whoa. Did not expect that one. Okay. Very good. Irrelevant. The key does have utility. Untapping Monolith, untapping One Ring. Okay, we've opened a double power pack. Not bad. Take a Jet, pass a Pearl. We're losing out on Force of Will. Battle Sphere as our first Tinker target would be good. Actually, I guess Jar's not great here currently. I mean, obviously, we're just taking the Jet. What, Urza? That's pretty good in a heavier artifact theme, too. For sure. Yeah, that's good. Stern Scolding here. Shorikai, not bad. I don't have any white fixing outside of what Petal and Relic. I think Stern Scolding is just good though, right? I guess Troll is pretty good too. Though we don't really have a use for it outside of... I mean... Troll's fine. He does grab Underground Sea. That's got to be good enough. Xander's Lounge... Brutality, Shredder, Click, all fine. Guess we want to take Click for the interaction, possibly. This Tinker is still kind of a stinker, huh? I'll just take the land. Good old counter spell. We saw the Sword of the Meek in pack 1, I believe it was. Shark, Dothy, Larcenist. I'll take counter. Dark Confidant. Shadow Spear, Necromancy. I think I like taking sideboard Necromancy if we play against a Reanimate deck. Time Warp over Jewel. Remand coming. Okay. 8th pick Remand's nice. Wow, I'm actually going to be cutting this Tinker. We have One Ring and Kappa Cannoneer to Tinker for. That's brutal. You don't see that every day. So I can cut the Lantern. I can cut the Key. The Key I think might still be worth it, actually. Okay, well, Does Battlesphere make the Tinker good enough? Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, Tinker back in. We didn't see like a Academy or Workshop. We didn't see Saga. We didn't see some of the nice ones. I will say though, I have a lot of good counter magic now. Spell Pierce Remand, Counterspell Miscalc, and then at the top end we have Confluence. I'm probably gonna. Oh, and now we have Stern Scolding. I guess now that we've picked up Time Warp, the Spiral gets better too. Oh man, lots of goodies. Am I gonna play the Shredder? I don't know if I'm gonna play the Shredder. Larcenist is a decent sideboard. Okay. So I think Upheaval's a fine cut for sure. I'm debating cutting the Spiral. This is a pretty mid Spiral deck. Very, very mid Spiral deck, I think. But it might be just playable enough. All right, Key or Spellbomb. Spellbomb's probably fine to cut. Still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cheap-ish artifacts for Tinker. And then just need to cut one more card here. What will it be? I guess maybe I could start the Stern Scolding in the sideboard. Sure. All right, Underground, Xander's, Mox. I don't think I want Urborg. Yeah, no utility on that. Nine, 4. All right, looks good. Deck's not crazy or anything, but I think it can probably win some games of Magic. So let's go try and win some games of Magic. All right, on to round 1 we go. On the play. Yeah, that hand's fine. We're gonna play out the pedal turn 1 so that we can hold up Miscalc. I won't be able to tinker until turn 3 though, unless I draw my Jet next turn. I guess Monolith would also work technically. Not gonna sack my not gonna sack my pedal for Miscalc there. Did not want to draw another land, that's for sure. Don't think I'm gonna miscalc their end of turn brainstorm either. Man, I kind of want to go grab One Ring with Tinker instead of Battlesphere. Hmm. Don't think I'm going to play it out quite yet. Now that I've actually drawn the Phantasmal image, though, tinkering for Battlesphere looks a lot better, that's for sure. It's not bad. Psychic Frog. Sure. Oh, punished severely. Okay. Hmm. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go get the One Ring then. Actually, I could grab Kappa. Kappa into image Kappa. Actually, Kappa seems a little bit better here. No, I'm not gonna image the Kappa, actually. Wait a turn and image, then miscalc. That will also make the first Kappa unblockable next turn, though. They do just get to send the Psychic Frog. Like, I'm never blocking there. Man, drawing that Battlesphere was so gross. Each opponent sacks a sacrifice effect. That's so sick. Oh my gosh. Wow. So it gets around the ward 4 on the Kappa. Disgusting. Brutal. Wow. Gross. And then they get to attack with the frog and draw a card, too. At this point, I'm probably just going to cycle off the miscalc then. I mean, I guess I could wait until... I probably should wait one turn, in case they have a counter in hand. Oh, I really want to go Urza into image, but I think that's too greedy. Emperor of Bones. Yeah. So they get to eat their shadow. Oh, wow. That's gross, too. I actually have to attempt to counter that. Because now they can eat their own shadow from graveyard and adapt and get it right now. We are getting dismantled. You know what I'm going to blame? I'm going to blame the matchmaker once again pairing us against another similar deck. So by doing this, I play around days. Though technically, I could have went Talisman into Urza first. Yeah, if somehow they don't do anything super relevant, I have the play of Battle Sphere into Time Warp off of Urza mana. I don't know what they could tap out for here that wouldn't be super relevant, but we can hope. Okay. It's not the end of the world, though I do need to find another land. I have to assume they have some sort of counter magic in their hand, though. But we'll find out. Pass here and see what they do. I can't counter bounce because they could just play the Emperor and like eat the Kappa and kill me, I think, or very close to it. We don't actually know if they have any counter magic in their deck. So this is one-off lethal. They can pump the Psychic Frog if they want to. And at that point, I will be forced to fire off the Confluence. Okay, so they are on some kind of Reanimator plan as well, then. Again, can't beat a counter anyways at this point, so if they got it, they got it. We don't know how long they might have had that Remand in their hand. So Stern Scolding is going to be great here. Reverse Necromancy, like I was talking about, should be good. I actually don't think this is a bad matchup. Soul Guide Lantern might be okay. Spellbomb doesn't look bad. Definitely bring in any number of these smaller creatures. And maybe cut like the Tinker plan. Seems fine. In that case, I can probably cut the Relic. Maybe cut the time spiral for the spell bomb. Yeah, I like all of this. Let's try that, go to the next game. Little bit brutal there. Could keep this hand, but it's a little bit brutal. That's a little bit too greedy, I think. Okay, this one's slightly better. So I think I'm just going to cycle the troll turn one. I mean, I guess this hand's not that good either, is it? And knowing that they have... Actually, if I cycle the troll, they could reanimate it too. You know what? I'm actually just going to grab basic swamp here then. And that way it's a lot less obvious that I have miscalc in my hand, right? Because if I grab Zounder's Lounge there and then play an untapped land, they can kind of surmise what's going on. I'm actually going to counter this one this time. Because we can just Larcenist any 2-drop. It does give them technically a little bit of ramp. There's the Froggy, uh-huh. Ooh. Well, this could be very good. I do not have an artifact. So they're going to go looting on their end. God, it would be fantastic if they just pass now, holding up Frog to protect their deck. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. All right, so I would guess that they probably don't have Remand then. But who knows? Oh, actually, that doesn't make sense. They definitely could still have Remand. This has to hit a player, right? Yeah. So that's going to turn their Emperor of Bones back in, but Necromancy and Remand. That's kind of funny. I can discard the Larcenist to Psychic Frog and then get it back. All right. I don't know. Maybe giving them the Emperor of Bones as a treasure was actually bad because that's 1 extra mana. Okay, so they have to pay 8 life here, and then they're going to gain 5 of it back. The D-Toots. Well, what's my best possible draw next turn? Might just be like Counterspell. Or I guess, no, Time Warp is a win. Oh, wait, is Time Warp a win? Yes, Time Warp would be a win. We hit him for 5, and then we'd hit him for 4 again next turn. Or 5 and then 5, yeah. Push. Okay. Nothing I can do about that, right? All right. Fair enough. That's kind of interesting, actually. I guess I Spellbomb my own Larcenist and then do it to their Archfiend. Oh, no, I don't have enough mana, do I? Oh, yes, I do. It's only 1 mana. The funny thing is, I could have also attacked them, and putting them to 7 means they wouldn't have been able to madness this back out, but the deck is just digging them so deep at this point. Oh god, Shelldock Isles turned on now too. Yeah, that ain't great. Probably will have found another relevant card by now. I don't think that's gonna cut it anymore. That would have been good earlier. The DAC is just hosing me. Seems like their deck should have been very beatable for. Oh, I should play out my land since I have 1 ring. All right, here we go. So it's something that they're gonna do main phase for some value. Oh, Brainstorm. I mean, at this point, maybe I should be attacking them. Because I guess the DAC can't actually activate all that many more times. Yeah. Yeah, oh man. I'm gonna go face now. Entomb Atraxa. All right, that is a very good phantasmal image hit for us. Two lands discarded. Gothy. Whoa. Okay. Oh man, these draws are so awkward. Do I copy the Carnage Interpreter then? They would get Stern Scolding, Spell Pierce. Yeah, I guess. I don't think copying Larcenist is good enough. This is a weird game. First I was killing Dak, then I wasn't killing Dak. Turns out if I had just been attacking them, probably would have been okay. Now I'm gonna die to them hitting some reanimate spell off the top or something. Hardcast Vaultborn Tyrant. Jeez. That's pretty funny. Notably, if they attack with the Interpreter, they can't block mine. So maybe only attack with Dothy here. Oh no, they are gonna attack with both. Okay. Is there anything I can draw for 1 mana now? No. Yeah, mistakes were made. I'm gonna end up being able to put them to 1 and then lose. Oh, or actually that Soul Guide Lantern was great too. Oh, I have to attack the deck, don't I? Wait, no, I don't. That doesn't matter if they steal that. Yeah, we just go face here. What a crazy game. Because if they try to steal the One Ring, I put a counter on it. That doesn't matter, because that's not a second card. Right? Mox Diamond in their deck too. Wow! Crazy funny game. What the heck? What just happened there? God, I almost want to bring in this upheaval after seeing everything that happened. Just like Mai's a win, maybe, with it. Arsonist from the sideboard was actually clutch. Maybe I can cut the Urza instead? No, Urza's pretty good too with, well, I guess it's not that good with upheaval. Let's do it. Let's take out the Urza. Let's bring in the upheaval. Let's have some fun. Let's go to game. No! Game 3! Ah. Okay, that's a good opener. I think I want to pitch the Shinobi here. All right, secret's out. You want to hold up Stern Scolding on turn 2 in case they have their damn frog again. Oh man, now I wish I had kept my freaking whatchamacallit. Ninja. The downside about playing out the Mox is if they have their DAC. But fortunately, it didn't look like they do. It's not bad. Don't need either of those lands. Don't think we want to just run out the Kappa here. I'd have to tap the Strix, but still not be able to hold up Stern Scolding. I think we want to keep the Stern Scolding up at all times if possible. Now, they might still be able to madness out their 8-4, but at least we have stuff going on now. It's probably a really good draw. Okay, that's fine. Um, I mean, I guess I have them on a 2, maybe even a 3, maybe even a 2-turn clock, depending on what happens here. So they're going to try to necromancy my Strix, maybe? Let's wait for them to target with necromancy. Yeah, they're aiming for Strix. We necromancy in kind. Get the Strix back. Now we hit him for 6 and draw a card. Excellent. uh. Now they're just dead next turn. I was holding the Xander's Lounge because I might have wanted to cycle it. This is going to be funny if we just win like this. Wow, crazy. Nice. Okay, we'll take it. Hey, not the way we expected to win, but sometimes you got to find a different route, and we took the first round. Let's go to round number 2. Alrighty, and off to round number 2 of this vintage cube with our blue-black deck. Yeah, this hand is actually not too shabby, actually. All of the kind opponents. This is a pretty quick Kappa Cannoneer, potentially, and I have Counterspell in hand, so... good chance I don't even play out the Talisman turn 2. Because next turn I can go Talisman plus hold up Counterspell, which also lets me hold up Counterspell this turn as well, you know? Selfless Spirit. I'm not going to counter a 2/1 flyer. Jite. Yeah, we probably counter that now. Hope they don't have a Mana Tithe. Okay. Ward 4 here. Versus the red-white beatdowns. We can bring in Sorin. We can bring in any of our cheap flyers. We definitely get Scolding. Maybe the Spell Bomb. So again, we might be taking out a Tinker package, although an early Tinker for Battlesphere presumably would be really good here. All right, that's a 3/4 ping me for 3. All right, I guess I'm going to go for the Ninja and hope I hit something. Hey, some pretty good ones. Um, X or less. Probably just want to make 2 different larger threats here. Yeah, so they're just like Boros beats, but they're not even like super aggro Boros beats. They have multiple 5-drops. Please don't have a Parallax Wave. Similar, and still kind of bad. Because now what happens is, once they take the Monarch, or once they lose the Monarch, they get their creature back. Yikes. Yeah, that's kind of brutal. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm gonna block. So they're just gonna finish it off with like a firebolt or something? Sure. Terrible draws, my lordy. Do I need to make this thing unblockable? I guess I don't need to. Because if they block it, that's okay. If they don't block it, yeah, they get their dragon back. Alright, I am A-okay with this. But I still need to rip something. My draws have been horrendous here. And they're still drawing 2 cards a turn. I'll make that a lot more now. Copter Inti 2 land. Okay. Get the copter online. Battlesphere off the top? Time Warp actually off the top? Time Spiral I would cast. We have a lot of good draws. Man. So if I hit them, I become the monarch, but they get their dragon back, and that's minimum 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I might not have a choice though. I'm gonna take so much flying damage, but I kind of need to become the monarch and draw something. I think this is my only chance. Yeah, okay, that remand might be enough to save us. Well, not if they have a bunch of cheap spells. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They just need a couple more cheap spells. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need them to cast like a 4-drop here. Maybe they have to dig for a burn spell. Hopefully it's an expensive burn spell. Oh, right, they get a treasure from the dragon too. Oh yeah, I have to assume I'm just dying to burn. Yeah. Oh, Inti doesn't care about how you've discarded either. Oh wait, yes it did. Never mind. All right, I'm at 2. They have 6 mana. I had to make the play. If they got it, they got it, obviously. Now hold up, this doesn't kill us. If this is their play, then they probably don't have the burn spell. I remand this, hope to draw some more action. This is good. They reprieved their own spell, so I don't get to draw a card. That was a good play. Yeah, we have outs to win. They should not have used the reprieve there, I don't think. Yeah. We have outs. I have outs to win this. Crazy. Let's go. Come on, deck. That's it. Oh, baby. Let's go. Huge Kappa Cannoneer. Unblockable. Oh my god. Wow, 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 wow. Lucky Ducky confirmed. All right, Scolding in. Key, Battle Sphere, Tinker. Spell Pierce looked medium. Not terrible. Sorin, just for some big booty life gainer. Larcenist. Spellbomb seems fine. This is probably another matchup where Time Spiral is not. Well, actually, they're a little bit bigger on the top end of things. No, I will cut the Spell Pierce. Yeesh. Sometimes fortunate. Alright, I will keep this hand. Preordain into Remand is fine. Yeah, probably just need to top. As much as I don't really want to be drawing land the next 2 turns, or next 1 turn anyway. Alright. Annoying. The hopeful Larcenist into Ninjutsu Shinobi again, though. Yikes. So I get to remand that at least. So they don't get to attack with it for a couple turns. Guess I'd rather lead on Strix now and hold up Scolding. And then Ninjutsu the Shinobi is pretty damn good. Also, the Strix holds back their Inti without them doing something, you know? Scold that. Sure, abrade the Strix, and then they can attack with Inti. They have a Smuggler's Copter and 1 unknown card in their hand. They're not even going to pitch this time. All right, we'll go ahead and Larcenist their Inti then. We do let them cast a 5-drop if that's what they have. All right, 1 unknown. Urza, hold up a miscalc. Our hope is that they play a post-combat, like, 5-drop. Booyah, Shaka. The nuts. Hell yeah, baby. Brutal, brutal, brutal. So I guess we're gonna bounce our Urza here. One. And use the construct for mana. Ocelot Pry. Oh, wait. I can actually trigger that. Sorin, Ocelot, pay the white extort. That's so good. That is hilarious. All right, and we're 2-0. What the hell? Didn't expect it, but sometimes it works out. All right, let's see if we can trophy with this baby. All right, slight wardrobe change, but here we are for the third and final round of this vintage cube draft. Let's see if we can get another trophy here with just what is effectively, I guess, blue-black stuff. Good stuff. I wouldn't call this a vintage cube-looking hand, but it's a good enough hand to keep for sure. Baleful Strix into copy Baleful Strix. Seems like a totally valid line of play. Kept their 7. All right. Treachery Urza. Kind of want to keep both of those. Also kind of don't. You know what? I guess I'll just double keep. Because if we get to resolve Baleful Strix into copy Baleful Strix, we get to draw through those cards anyways, you know? Uh-oh. Oh, turn 1 Devoted Druid. Okay. Well, I'm almost wondering if I should hold up Counterspell now. But I guess I'll still play out the bird here on turn 2. Yeah, I would really like to draw some fast mana. I mean, if they ramp into some scary creature, at least image on it might be pretty good, you know? I'm gonna be really sad if they just have natural order here and I didn't hold up Counterspell, but I think land pass is probably worse. This way I can also draw Tinker, right? And then Tinker the Strix immediately. Uh-oh, they're tanking about something. That's kind of scary in a vintage cube world. Hopefully they don't do anything too problematic here. Okay, that's not too bad. Because that means we can go land pass holding up Counterspell for whatever they tutor for next turn. Now, granted, I'm not going to know what they tutored for, but hopefully this means they're trying to set up, and then I can go land pass and set up as well. Actually, you know what would be insane if we drew... now the jig's up. Okay, so now they know I'm gonna... Or they're gonna know I have Counterspell, and they get to draw whatever they sealed for immediately. Okay, that's not too bad. That is very bad. Oh, maybe this is natural order. No, chariot. I mean, yeah, that's still bad, but they have a ton of mana with that cradle now. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna just have to pass. Cool thing is, I can actually go Urza into still holding up Counterspell next turn, since the Urza will let the Strix tap for blue. Granted, if they attack with Chariot this turn, which they probably still want to do, I mean, maybe I'm forced to trade. They would have to tap both cats to crew the Chariot currently, so I wouldn't be taking damage at least. Yeah, it's annoying. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, they have 9 mana right here. Make that 10. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to trade with the Chariot. I can image one of their creatures if I really want to. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to image the Devoted Druid here. Assuming they don't kill it in response. They might. They might sack itself in response, which I could have seen being a good play. Since they already have all the mana anyways. Because then I only get to copy a 1 mana dork or a 2/2, you know? Inti. I think we let Inti resolve. Wait, what is their deck? Imperial Seal, Chariot, Inti? Bunch of green creatures? So I guess they pump the elf so that I can't block profitably. Discarding the Atali. Yeah, I like that. Actually, kind of want to draw an island next turn so I can cast Treachery while still holding open Counterspell. Yeah, they did, and they revealed a Green Sun Zenith. Okay, well, I mean, I'll probably have to just counter that then. I take 8, I go to 11. So we're going to counterspell the Green Sun, Treachery the Inti, and go from there. Didn't actually need to draw the island anymore. I mean, I could Time Spiral after this Treachery if I really wanted to. Actually, is there even a point to do that? Time Spiral's got to favor them here because they have all that freaking mana. We would need to hit exactly like the Um, time warp for that to be worthwhile. Yeah, I think I just treachery the Inti and then play Urza. 2, 6, 7, 3, 4. I'm gonna be 1 mana short of being able to. Actually, I could attack with the Devoted Druid. Oh no, I can't. Whenever this becomes a target of a spell. Actually, if I attacked with the Devoted Druid, trying to get the trigger. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I just Urza pass. Pretty sad. And hope that one of the 2 cards in their hand doesn't really matter. Trade, bounce, take 4. Okay, if they just pass here, I can actually just like spin Urza a little bit if I want. But I'm guessing I should probably just time warp here, or time spiral here. Hit the time warp. No, we didn't hit the time warp, but we hit some decent ones actually. So let's start off with Strix, since this can add some blue anyways. Nice. That's good. One ring. Bowmaster's the Devoted Druid. They should kill it in response so that I don't get a zombie or whatever. But we still just want to kill their druid. Three, four, five, six, seven. So maybe they have 8 mana here. Remember, we're under the protection effect, so they can't like seize me or anything. Though that wouldn't be that good anyways with my hand. So, what is in my deck to get rid of the one ring now, though? I have Tinker to get rid of it. Or kill them before it kills me. Yeah, those are the only things we have. you doing over there, friend? Library of Alexandria, but not drawing a card. It would trigger the Bowmaster, but... Okay, there's the Chariot. Um... I guess let's draw in response. See what we hit. Okay. Hmm. Well, I think I'm actually going to Spell Pierce this, because they would have to pay with Cradle, and then they wouldn't have very much mana left afterwards. I think that's fine. I don't think that Chariot is supremely problematic here. All right, there's Inti again, but remember, we're under the effects of One Ring. So I'm going to go to 6. Okay, let's, I guess, preordain first. There's the Time Warp, there's Battle Sphere. That is excellent. That's a double topper. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. But remember, I can play the Battle Sphere and then like Time Warp after it off of the mana from the Battle Sphere, guys. So we still have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to start attacking in some capacity, though. Assume they're just going to chump the construct for a turn. Oh, nice. Oh, that's so good for us. Okay. Sure. I like clearing all of that. Time Warp. I go down to 4 here. Let's see. Let's look for Tinker. Fallen Shinobi is another fantastic hit. All right, so do I want to spin a little bit first? Because I have a lot of mana, remember? Oh, I shouldn't have played a land if I was planning on spinning. Or if I was planning on getting Shinobi, I shouldn't have spun at all. Okay, that was a mistake, but that's fine. Let's see. We have Remand, we have Counterspell. Yeah, we need to put some pressure on. Eight, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to use 4 here. No, I'm only going to want to tap like 1. The mana is more important. All right, Shinobi trigger. We hit a Bowmaster again. Turns out I would have actually killed them had I tapped all of my mirror tokens since they didn't block. Oh, if I could somehow make them draw a card, the Bowmasters would also get them. I guess we lead on Strix. Kappa. How much mana? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess I just pass now. With Counterspell and Remand open. And currently live at 1 through the One Ring. Urza and Battlesphere, friends together forever. Okay, we only need to counter the most relevant of cards here, of course. And it turns out they opted to simply die. Okay, we were drawing Tinker next turn as well. But yeah, they were just very dead on board, so. Looks like Stern Scolding definitely wanna comes in. Upheaval, not particularly good versus all their mana dorks. Battlesphere was really nice there, but again, I'm not sure the Tinker plan is all that impressive. Larcenist can hit artifacts while they're not creatures, right? Yeah, so that can hit the Chariot. What is cuttable? Maybe Miscalc on the draw? Kind of still like the Tinker Battlesphere plan. And again, it's another way for us to lose the One Ring in a pinch. I can probably cut the Manifold Key. Take out Key, take out Miscalc, bring in Stern Scolding and Larcenist, I guess. That's fine. Is this a keepable hand? Keepable, sure. Good, questionable. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. Preordained can help us dig for stuff, and Image maybe copies an early mana dork of theirs. Don't love turn 1 library. Bottom, and I guess I have to keep a swamp. So they draw, then they draw with library, then they go land pass. I mean, they're going to be on a slower plan, presumably, unless they have the Findhorn Elf here. I guess they also had the Mox. Oh, they have no Ignoble. All right, I mean, that's fine. We're going to copy that for sure. Yeah, I'm still going to copy that. And the reason is, it's unlikely that they're going to want to turn off their library, right? They're most likely going to want to continue to draw with it. So they probably draw with it and then maybe cast a 3-drop, right? Up to 3 mana. Which means we get to resolve Urza next turn if we want to. Oh no, is this... No, they can target my freaking Hierarch with Bristly Bill to kill it. Wow. That sucks. Brutal. I was making sure Bristly Bill didn't say your creature, a creature you control. It might have been okay in that scenario. Yeah, this is one of the games where we're just going to lose to library, feels like. Alright, secret's out. Secret is certainly out. Let's see, what's our best draw next turn? Mox Jet or even Lotus Petal? That would let us go Urza plus hold up counterspell, or maybe just Treachery something. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to counter the Pearl. I mean, this is probably bait, but I have to counter it, so. Or maybe just them getting through their my counterspell, rather. That's nice, though, but now I can just run out the Urza without considering... Oh. Well, Yeah, probably just still gonna Urza here. Could have played Monolith into holding up Confluence, though. I don't think that's crazy. Uh-oh. Okay, well, they don't have a red source yet. Oh, no, they have Ignoble. Actually, a land here is insane for us. Yeah, if we can draw a land, we can do an absurd amount of... We can play everything from our hand if we draw an untapped land. Excellent. Like, Treachery on the Ignoble is kind of spicy. Well, I guess I could just Mystic Confluence. Yeah, let's take the Hierarch since it's their only red source currently. So I could have spun Urza here, but I think I'd rather just hold up the Confluence off of the Battle Sphere and all of its tokens. I assume this is going to find a creature, or rather a red source. Now, this might be another really good bait, because if they have a red land now, I have no creatures rather untapped to block. I think I like drawing 2 instead of bouncing the Bristly Bill and drawing 1. These are all good hits, of course. Okay, it's also not a red source. Time Spiral would be a bit of a YOLO here, hoping to hit exactly what, Time Warp? Especially since we know they don't. Wow, if they attack, that's kind of aggressive. Huh, okay. No follow-up play. Wait, is this just lethal? They take 4, 7. Yeah, this is just lethal, right? Wait, what? Okay, so maybe they have like a Torn Asunder. I just passed priority here then. Oh, or they actually had nothing and just left themselves dead on board. Wow, we did it. Crazy. Okay. Blue black good stuff sometimes can get there, I guess. Don't think my deck was particularly good, but we got there. So I'll take it. All right. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Thanks for watching, friends. Nice little 3-0 here. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And as I mentioned earlier, we will have some Duskborn early access soon. See you next time. Bye-bye.